ang kanilang payout sa kanilang mga dividends is 91%. Kung kumita sila ng 205 billion, 205 billion, 928 million ang kinita nila, net income from 2009 to 2018, 187 billion goes to cash dividend. Eh kung may cash dividend yan, pumunta sa mga shareholder yan, paano yun yung project? That's the reason. Kaya tama si Yusek Sharon ganun. Madidelay talaga. I-move ng NGCP yung mga kanilang completion date para ma-accommodate nila yung kita nila. Hindi sila hindi sila nagbibigay ng malaking pondo para sa mga proyekto. Kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng deficiency sa energy because of the delay of the projects. Now, delayed na nga yung project. Tapos ipakakarga mo sa taong bayan? Pakakarga nyo sa taong bayan yung mga hindi nyo natatapos ng mga proyekto? Is that correct?
NGCP.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
I think really the question is, not only is it correct, is it fair, is
It's
it
not-
just?
Again, Mr. Chair, these are large capex projects. For example, po, no, just to because of the delay in the final determination, one of the largest tickets, I'll just mention two po, in Cebu Negros Panay, that cost NGCP 72 billion. However, we are only allocated 144 billion allowed to be recovered. So that's less than 1% recovery. Another large ticket project, the Hermosa San Jose, 21 billion po ang cost niyan. However, we were only
Mr.
allowed
Chairman,
to...
this is a deception.
May I finish,
This is a
Mr. Chair?
deception. Alam niyo yung sinasabi nito si Atty. Cynthia is for us to be confused. Ang sinasabi natin, yung mga project, tapusin nyo, saka namin babayaran.
Yun
Ang
nga, Mr.
sinasabi
Chair.
nyo, 100 billion, hindi kayo inapruban. Dahil hindi nyo tinatapos ang
Tapos
proyekto.
na po
That's the
siya,
reason
Mr. Chair.
why. Mr. Chairman, this has been so for so many years. Ganyan ang policy ng NGCP.
Yeah.
And they are in violation. At ina-abuse po nila yung authority that was given to this committee. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, yung pong napakasimple ng tinatanong natin sa kanila. Tapusin nyo project, maging use and useful siya, ma-commission siya, then, the taong bayan, babayaran yan.
Yeah.
Yung
Mr.
tanong
Chair.
simple.
Honorable- yes.
Now, ang
Yeah,
tanong,
Mr.
Mr.
Chair.
Chairman, why did the ERC decided, the majority, ilan ba majority nyo? Tatlo?
Yeah.
They have decided
Three
na
out of five.
isama as spent or isama yung mga project na hindi tapos, isama doon po sa babayaran ng taong bayan.
Thank you.
Yun ang ating tinatanong dito, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman.
So I think the Honorable Dan Fernandez is still going back. We understand that the CAPEX, no, we will have to really go straight to the point. And the
Yes,
answer
po.
really is it just and fair to really impose and ask the consumers to pay for something that is still not operating? I think that's a statement.
Mr. Chair, our statement is for those two projects I was mentioning, if I had been allowed to finish, those are actually commissioned, completed, and were in fact this year inaugurated by the President of the Philippines himself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes
We
po, and those po, again, more than 100 billion po ang cost ng mga projects na yun.
Correct.
Yet our recovery for that is less than 1%. So it's what my point po here in saying po, it may not entirely be accurate that in all cases, NGCP is collecting for projects that are not yet useful or being
But
used.
how can you, Attorney, how can you say that when, I mean, ERC has already stated that's what you're doing.
My point lang, Mr. Chair, is that
Okay, fine, you completed some of your projects.
Yes, correct
no?
po.
Pero, ang inaano nga ni Congressman Dan Fernandez, tsaka substantiated ng ating resource persons na you're collecting even though hindi tapos.
Again-
At yan ay pinapas taong bayan. Doon ho lang muna tayo
Sige
umikot
po.
ho sa usapan. Huwag mo natin pag-usapan, dumating ho si Presidente, huwag mo natin
Sige po.
pag-usapan ho. Diyan ho muna
Ang
tayo.
punto po namin doon is yan po yung dinatnan naming patakaran nung pumasok po ka sa negosyo. Ngayon po, yan po yung pinapasok namin na nung nagkaroon po ng fourth regulatory period, wala pong reset na nangyari, wala pong rules. Kaya ang in-apply po ng NGCP, yung huling inaprubahan ng ERC na rules, which which was for the third regulatory period. And under those rules po, ito po talaga forward-looking and allowed po yung mga action ng NGCP. Hindi ho maaaring mag-charge ang NGCP or kumilos ng kahit ano po, nang walang pahintulot ng ERC. So, nung 2016 at hindi po naaprubahan po yung fourth regulatory period, wala ho kaming choice kung di apply yung dating rules. And yung actions po ni NGCP under those rules were allowed. So yun po ang punto namin, na hindi ho namin ginusto na hindi magkaroon ng regulatory reset noong 2016 onwards. In fact po, nung hindi na ilabas ng ERC yung issues paper, at that time, kami na ho ang naglabas kasi gusto ho namin talagang magkaroon ng reset process. Nung hindi pa rin ho lumabas at hindi na-conduct, wala ho kaming choice kundi ipagpatuloy yung negosyo at serbisyo under